Hello, hello. Welcome. It's been a minute since I've streamed, like a week. Um, School started, summer is officially over, and I can kind of get back to my regularly scheduled routine. The goal is going to be to try to do 2 streams a week, more if I can, but probably two. I'm going to probably try to do one that's related to hardware and then one that's related to crypto, or maybe just two that are whatever I feel like talking about at the time, and you can just tune in if it's a topic that's interesting to you. So today, there is a few things I want to talk about. We're gonna talk about Blackwell. There's some rumors that came out on that, and then we're kind of gonna talk about the state of the GPU market. I just wanted to examine it, and I figured it'd be cool to do it with everybody else on stream. So just catching up on chat. Hey, Pirate and Jock Miner, what's going on? As always, this will be recorded in a podcast-like format, so you can listen while you're on the road doing yard work or wherever you listen to your audiobooks or podcasts. So thank you for spending some time with me. I'll be going for about an hour-ish, give or take. So yeah, Jock Miner is asking, did Caspa finally reach the 1 exahash mark? Yeah, it did. And it did, and my Caspa miners are all about to go solo mining shortly. I've got to finish up. I want to finish up this 30-day trial on my KS0 non-ultra model, and then I'm probably gonna move all 3 of my Caspa miners to solo mining. I have 4, as I kind of decommissioned one of the KS0s. It's now hanging out in my shed, and I might end up selling the other one or giving it away. I don't know, but yeah, I think home Caspa mining is gonna be dead unless we get some serious price action, which we definitely are not getting for Caspa right now. Real quick, while we're talking about, we can do this for real quick. Just want to go look at the Caspa. Looks like it did hit over 1 exahash. I want to look at that real quick, and then we're going to get to the topics because I don't want to get sidetracked today. We're on mining pool stats, and 1.10 exahash as of September 2nd. So we've been there for 2 days now. That's pretty outrageous. And then if we look at the price of Caspa, it's probably not where we want it to be. Yeah, it's at 15 cents. Excuse me. It's at 15 cents, and that's brutal. So Pirate says I stopped my KS0 Pro, no solo blocks for 1 month. That's it. My KS0 hit 2 solo blocks in 48 hours. It's enough to power it for 3 months, so we're gonna keep it on until it's not power profitable. Red Panda Mining, what's up? He says crypto mining is dead, super dead. Yeah, it's super dead. And Techman says crazy filter on the camera. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's being weird. I tried to mess with it, so you're gonna have to deal with a washed out Crootman for this stream. So yeah, sorry about that. But yes, mining is dead. Actually, and that transitioned into what I want to talk about. Mining is dead. Time to sell your GPUs. What are the prices of GPUs today? That's kind of what I want to look at. Unless you want to talk about Blackwell first, which we can do as well. You guys, anybody who was talking about Blackwell for GPU mining? Nah, yeah, right. Get out of here. So look, I used to debate with Panda about GPUs, and we disagreed. Panda said 50 series and 30 series for the win. I said 40 series for the win. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It looks like we both lost, right? Because the 40 series is deader than a doornail for mining with. Maybe not. Maybe if you can get a 4080 really cheap, it might be okay, right? Maybe. But the 40 series is pretty dead as it specializes in core algorithms, and there ain't no core algorithms to mine right now. And then the 30 series is kind of dead just because it's old and it's basically not profitable, right? Like if we go to hashrate.no, right, you see GPUs, you see basically that at 13 cents, which is the average of most of this country, unfortunately, Nothing is profitable. I mean, basically everything is negative 30 and 40 series, right? It's all, varying degrees of negativity, but a lot negative. So, like, the 30 series is all life support. The 40 series is dead, right? Blackwell? Blackwell didn't even get a chance. Blackwell is basically the equivalent of stillborn. And I don't mean to get political or anything like that What I'm trying to say is that this thing is going to be dead before it was even out, right? Mine some 10 says my 4070s are making $5 a day on salad. Well, yeah, I'm gonna start probably making some salad rigs. I've been debating it. I don't know enough about network security to make rigs for salad, which is why I haven't really done it. But I think it's something that I'm gonna learn about, and I'm gonna probably get my butt in gear and try to do it. But for typical standard crypto mining, right? The 5090 is dead. 600 watts of power and the 4080 at 400 watts. Now, as a gamer, I don't care about this, right? Like, I never cared. The one good thing about crypto mining, right, is that I've learned a lot about like how to understand how much power a part is using, how much you're using when you're gaming, how much you're using when you're idling, and frankly, if just more power is what it's going to take to get the desired performance at 4K with ray tracing and path tracing, I don't care. Now, I get that these things are going to be hot and your room's going to be hot and it's going to be inconvenient in that sense, but like, again, I don't care. I will just make it work. Now, that doesn't mean other people shouldn't care, and that doesn't mean it's not going to be a problem, because like, these things are going to cost probably like 1800 bucks. Like, let's not kid ourselves and say they're going to cost less, because they're going to cost more. And my filter is really, really washed out. So anyway, I gotta fix this. Anyway, they're gonna cost a lot more, right? And that is not a good thing, especially when you consider how much power they're gonna use. So these things are gonna be like basically terrible. And in my opinion, it's basically cements the fact that I'm going for HBM2 memory cards for mining. From a gaming perspective, I gotta be honest with you. I don't care from a gaming perspective. Like, so we have two types of for gaming. I do the gaming stuff for the channel, and then I do the gaming stuff for myself. For the gaming stuff for myself, I could care less if this thing uses 2,000 watts or costs $2,000. All I want it to do is I want to crack. I want to get like 80 FPS on Cyberpunk with path tracing. And I don't think we're going to get that. I think we might get 60, but you break the 60 FPS barrier with path tracing, sign me up, and I don't care how much it costs, because I'm a simp like that. But, for the average gamer, I don't think this matters. It might matter in, 3 or 4 years when you're looking to upgrade to a used 5090 from like a cheap 20 series card. That might suck. And it's definitely going to suck for miners. Like, really suck. Like, I think this card's going to be utterly DOA. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick. But I want to pause and just catch up on the chat. Let's see. We just got some people chatting. Retro Mike Tech says there are good things about crypto mining, ? Yeah, I mean, there's some good things about crypto mining, right? Right? It's a rough time to be a miner right now, that's for sure. Jock Miner says in the UK we got slapped with a 10% increase from October for power, the equivalent of 31 cents. All right. So you know what? For my UK friends and for anybody listening, we're gonna do an exercise. We're gonna change my power cost from 13 cents to 31 cents. I want to talk about real quick the two most profitable GPUs at 30 cents are, 13 cents are the 4070 Ti on Iron plus Husat at 69 cents. Maybe I'll have to look into that. And then the CMP 170HX at 20 cents. All right. Let's change this puppy to 31 cents. Now, obviously, we know that hashrate.no's numbers are not perfect. But, oh my God, I was not expecting this. All right, guys. Can you guess what the most profitable GPU at 31 cents, according to the standard hashrate.no, is? Just the numbers. Can you guys guess? Like, I had to pause because I'm trying to wrap my head around this. The most profitable GPU at 31 cents. Drumroll, please. The 1060 with a 32-cent loss mining Lithium? No, I'm sorry, 23-cent loss mining Lithium. Yeah. Then you've got the 6950 XT at a 58-cent loss on Iron and Husat. Oh, by the way, the guesses were the 4070 Ti. The guesses were the RX 580. The guesses were the P106 and the 1660 Super. And my rig is off. So the winner, obviously, is RetroTech Mike with the P106. The second place is the Pirate with my GPU mining rig is off. And in third place, Mindsum10 with WTF. And hashrate.knows numbers for Dynex is complete BS. Like I said, I'm not telling you these numbers are legit, and I'm telling you shouldn't trust it, but it is still hilarious to look at what they're showing you, right? Then we have the 4080 at third place with Block X at negative 54 cents. Intel has placed in something. Good for you, Intel. With mining Chlor at a negative $1.14. I'm cherry picking some of these numbers, guys, because like this isn't serious. We're just kind of having fun with it. The BC250 only loses you 22 or 29 cents. The BC160 on Nexa only loses you 13 cents. Wow. Where's the 3070? The 170HX is a 50-cent lot a day, a 57-cent day loser. This is just, I gotta stop. I don't know how you guys mine in the UK. I mean, I would be hosting at that point. I don't even know how anybody in Europe mines. I don't know how Seb mines. This makes me respect Seb mining even more. RetroTech Mike says, BRB, gotta move my FPGAs to Zealous to wreck RPM. And Red Panda says, good luck. I want an FPGA to play around with. Mindsum10 says, Croupman, I will probably get a 5090 just because I have to. I hope it's worth the $25 price tag. Listen, we all have our reasons for getting one. I'm a gaming simp, so I will have one on launch day for the other part of my channel. You know, it's tech and mining. So I will have one on launch day, and I hope my YouTube profits will pay for it. So please donate to my channel. Please, please, please. So we can start the 5090 fund for Croupman. All right, well, that's awful. So let's go back to normal power rate. My normal depressing power rate. This is a lot better. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like Blackwell is honestly like DOA for mining. Like I don't see how it's going to be profitable with the amount of power it uses, right? And like 600 watts for mining. I mean, it might be profitable in a salad rig, but I mean, I'm sure 4090 will be this. Like if you have a 4090, it doesn't seem worth getting a 5090 for salad, but who knows, right? I mean, I think you're going to leave this one to the Halo gamers, right? And all the other Blackwell rumors. I mean, if the 5090 can be 10% stronger than the 4090, as long as it costs like $1,000, I think that would be fantastic. And maybe it would be worth it for mining, right? Maybe it just kills off all the 40 series and 30 series, which, to be frank, you probably shouldn't be buying those for mining anyway right now. I don't know. Catching up on chat. Ozzy says, I'm late, broskies. What are we on today? We just talked about how awful it is for Europeans to mine crypto, Ozzy. And we're talking about how the 5090 is probably going to be a terrible GPU miner. In EU, we mine for heat. Gas is expensive. Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's where ASICs are probably good for you, but I'm not going to touch that. That seems like a poison pill. RetroTech Mike says, y'all get paid by YouTube. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. If I make like 150 to 200 bucks a month by YouTube, maybe. Nothing. I get nothing for all the work I put in. The Pirate says I should start up a GPU repair business. Dude, you should. If you watch my video from yesterday, I have like 10 GPUs I can send you to get repaired that I don't feel like spending the time to repair. Offshore Miner says that's because they know he is the entity, and if you're not familiar with the entity, It's this conglomeration that's using, we don't know what kind of machines, basically to murder every single core algorithm that is out there right now. They're all just getting killed. Jock Miner says conspiracy theory question: is the entity a bot renting salad rigs? Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, Blackwell, not exciting for mining. So what I'm actually curious of, right, is are you guys buying GPUs for mining or gaming? And if you are, what are you buying them at? One of the videos that I was doing for a while was something called a market watch video where I would kind of go over the prices of GPUs in the market. And as we start to get towards the holidays, because once kids go back to school, everybody starts putting Halloween directions on. And then once Halloween hits or once the spirit stores open, everybody thinks it's Christmas. So I kind of wanted to start going over GPU prices to see if we can spot any trends. Um, just going and interrupting myself for the chat. The entity is not a rented rig. Useless nice hack. Yeah, I wish that Nice Hash had Zealous. I'd put all of my 170HXs on it. So let's look at the first one, and then I'm going to catch up on chat. The 3070, the most controversial GPU in mining. Some people love it, some people hate it. Right now, the prices look pretty cheap. Minus higher end models, it looks like you can get these Zotac blowers for like $200. And this is eBay, right? Now, obviously, people can get deals for worse than, they can either pay more or they can pay less than eBay. But eBay is a site that everyone has access to, and whether you hate it or you love it, right? eBay is a barometer. Whether you use it as a marketplace to make sure you buy less than eBay, or you use it as like, I want to make sure I get more than eBay, or at least I want to get eBay numbers. eBay is the marketplace. So looking around, we're seeing anywhere from like, 250 on the medium end, like 230 to 250 for crappy models. Although don't ever buy the Zotac 3070 or your fans will blow up. Like the Founders are still commanding a heavy price, but it seems like the lower end models like the Venturous are getting about 260. You get it. Like some of these are weird. Like why would you pay 300 for the PNY model? Maybe people want it. So yeah, that's where we're at for 30 series. I thought it would be a little lower, but that's good. This is what you're getting with Zotacs. This is what you're getting. And honestly, if you could get this GPU for like $150, like you should message this guy and be like, I'll give you $150 for it because it's broken. When we all know it's not, and you just deshroud it and throw it into a case. Catching up on chat, RetroTech Mike says, I'm buying up 1660 Ti's. We're going to check that one out. Mindsum 10, reminder to hit the like. Croupman on here almost every day. I try. Thank you very much, Mindsum. Ozzy says, I'm buying nothing but CMP 170HXs and CMP 100-210s. As am I. That is all I am buying as well. Let's first go to the 1660 Ti's real quick. I kind of want to see where they're floating around at. GTX 1660 Ti. This is all research for tomorrow's video. The Dell one is $140. Wow. 1660 Ti at $100. Who is paying $100 for a 1660 Ti? 105. 70. Okay, 70 is probably where I would want to pay. God, these are expensive. 125, 119, 41. This is what I would buy. $41, but it's bids. Man, some of these are expensive. I hope you guys aren't paying $120 for a 1660 Ti. Man, if I could sell my 1660 Supers for $120, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd probably sell the entire rig. I'm actually only keeping it because people love content on it, and I got it for free. So I don't really care. Let's see. We were talking about the 170HXs. Now, I would advise not buying 170HXs from eBay, as you can get them cheaper overseas. Like right now, I can get them for under $400. And these are $550, $575. Yeah, don't buy these in Don't buy these from eBay. Plus, you pay tax on those. Get out of town. Wow, people still want that much. You know, if I could get that much for my CMPs, I'd probably just keep buying them and then flipping them over here and make that a business. Jesus. All right, we're gonna go back to chat. Oh yeah, so 100. So CMP 100 210, right? I have an affiliate link for these from this guy. You should buy them from here because apparently it's like where everybody buys their 170 or 100 210s from. The fact that you could sell a 3070 and basically go, you know, maybe like 3 of these for 23070s kind of makes me want to get some of these ones. Some actually asked me how I would cool these, and I would cool these in an octo miner. I feel like they wouldn't be a problem as my 170HXs cool just fine in octo miners. So, you know, if you have like an octo miner in like a sheds type space, I feel like you could buy these. Otherwise, I would think you'd probably have to get like the fan mods or the laptop fans, or maybe buy older server cases. I'm sure you can get them pretty cheap right now. And I know PCSP still has, I think they still have their server cases. We are not totally working together right now. They kind of put a stop to all the crypto stuff, like partnerships anyway, but they still have them and they're still pretty cheap. You can't really beat that price. And I think my code still works. So yeah, they're not terrible. And I think you should still pick those up while, you know, it's really hard to beat that deal, and they're still there. Let's see. We're going back to the chat. Zapirate says, I paid for a 9950X. Don't listen to me unless you want to waste money. I mean, I think you bought it because you wanted to see if it was good, and maybe Windows 10 makes it better. I don't know. I think for CPU mining, the 7950X is probably the way to go. I'm actually curious to see what eBay has those for. 7950X. What are you costing? 425, 400. I mean, being able to build a full 7950X rig for like $500-600, it's kind of hard to beat. I mean, I don't think I'd be too upset about that. Let's see. Offshore Miner says, yeah, I feel like it's got to be manufacturing. They're talking about the entity. They said Soat and someone else said some interesting stuff about Team Red Miner dev switching to create FPGA bit streams. Ozzy says 3070 mobiles. Whoa, chat is blew up. I'm catching up. Are insane. Also one of my favorites. They killed 3070s at efficiency. Yeah, 3070 mobiles are solid. I'm looking at the reset. I'm looking at how much they cost right now. Give me a second. Let's find out. Because I was actually just checking out these prices. 3070 mobiles are $200. I don't know if I'd buy a 3070 mobile. I know they're more efficient than 3070s, but you have like no resale value except to other miners, and other miners are cheap. Let's see. Offshore Miner says the CMP 100s are amazing, and yeah, I mean, they seem like they're pretty good. And like I said, I think I'm gonna buy some. I might end up buying like one rig of them. I'm gonna try to reach out to that seller, seeing if maybe he'll work together. We'll see about that, and I'll see if maybe he would want to do like you know, maybe I do some stuff for him and you know, for a GPU or two. Gotta save money. I can't speak today. So Pirate says people are broke. They don't even buy GPUs. You know, you'd be surprised. I think right now a lot of CPU or GPU builder, like PC building companies, are stocking up on GPUs. And the 3070s seem to be a pretty popular one to buy right now. I don't know why, for the life of me, they're popular. As, you know, I don't even think they're good for gaming. I'd much rather buy a 2080 Ti, so like that's kind of crazy to me. And also 30 or 1660 Ti's should definitely be $30. I don't understand why they're so much. And like I said, I'm very tempted to maybe sell off half of my 1660 Super Rig and keep a small 6-card one for content. We'll see. Red Panda Mining says, wouldn't surprise me if the entity is in China who has the ability to mass produce chips and miners. Some massive clustered FPGA into an ASIC shell. That wouldn't surprise me either. I Wonder why they're not selling them and trying to make money off them, but maybe they don't want to get into an already crowded market, or maybe there's like a deal where they can't sell them. It's all speculation. IOTEP says, "Hey guys, what's going on, brother?" Let's see. Ozzy says, "I picked up 10 1660 Supers for $50 each on Facebook Marketplace." Yeah, you can't beat that. Like I said, I got this 1660 Super rig. I sold it to someone at the height of the GPU mining crisis. They DM'd me saying, you know, they made their money back off of it, and now they're ready to sell it back to me for pennies. And I was like, yeah, sure. Let's see. IOTAP, I taped the ends like you showed, and the gap in the center, got them, and the Octominer temps are okay, but not as good as other cards in that rig. Yeah, like, I don't think you're going to get the, like, if you're trying to cool these things in an Octominer in home, I don't think you're going to get the best temperatures. I think you got to have them in like a shed or something. And we are about to hit winter soon. So, you know, that'll be nice. And normally, it's funny, because normally my shed exponentially grows in GPUs every winter. But I think this year it's actually going to shrink, as I'm going to try to start liquidating as many of my 3070s as I can, so that I can get a lot more 170HXs. Because I really, as I've told you guys before, I think memory algorithms are probably the future for GPU mining. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. Excuse me. Mindsum said, or I'm sorry, IOTEP says, yeah, you just have to force the air to only go through the card. So if you have foil from the inside or tape, it'll work. So, yeah, that's true. I actually don't have them taped in my one, or in my my one Octominer. I might make a video on that to actually see if it does improve the temperatures. That'll be interesting. Red Panda says, maybe laid off chip devs from Superscalar or Black Miner spinned off their own private miner. That would be interesting. And right now, if you were going to try to get fab space, there's probably a ton of it, as like, excuse me, as there's probably nothing really going on besides like Blackwell and stuff like that. So, excuse me, I'm sorry, I got a hoarse voice. Let's look at some other models. What are some popular GPUs that you all love for mining? Let's see, 3060. Oh, what's the 3060 Ti at? So I can get mad. All right, they're still high. Maybe a little lower. I don't know. I wouldn't be paying over $200 for a 3060 Ti. So it seems like I need to start selling my GPUs on eBay and not other places, because, like, look at how expensive this is. This is kind of wild. Wow, that is definitely wild. Let's see. Red Panda says they told me that. That would be interesting if you're right, Panda. You know, you're definitely more connected in the industry than I am. But you know, as you start talking to people, it is interesting to hear the things you hear. That's for sure. All right, let's see. What other GPUs do we use for mining? What's the 3060 at? It's really hard to like want to look up too many of these, because like I feel like none of them use them for mining. Hold on real quick. Damn. Got to move my miner out of the way. I have a hoarse voice today. 3060 non-TI. $200 still. I mean, I guess it makes sense that everybody and their mothers want these things for salad. My buddy's got a rig. I bet you I could get him to sell them for over $200 a GPU. That is wild to me. Guys, you're not buying these GPUs at these prices, are you? I need to start listing more GPUs on eBay. Jeez, man. Hold on, I got a DM from somebody. What is this DM that I got? Viper.net stats at the EU numbers. So I got sent this Viper.net stats if you guys want to see this. Wow. There is a lot of people mining in the EU. What are you guys doing? Why do you guys all have GPUs on if you're paying like $50 bajillion for power? I don't understand that. Can you guys tell me why you're doing that? That is, that's wild to me. Wild. Actually, I was wondering, do you guys think Zealous is better to pool or solo? I was hearing some people talk about like Zealous has weird pool numbers and like it just acts weird on the pool, and that maybe I should look into soloing it. Like right now, I only have my 7 gonna be 10 170HXs going, but I wonder if it's better to solo it. Rud Paul says, good evening, what's going on? And I gotta click on the Stratums. Let's see, Stratums. Let's look to see the exact miners for the EU. Hold on, it's loading. All right, Stratums. Eastern Europe. Hold on, let's take out North America, Asia, South America. Why are there so many people mining? Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Is that six? I don't think that's 650 total miners, maybe. But there are a lot of you that truly believe in Zealous and are mining at a loss. Kind of wild. These numbers change? No, they don't change. But this is really cool that Viper has these stats. You can see there's a lot more people in Western Europe, and then Eastern Europe took over, and now Western Europe is back. Modern Mining, what's going on? Everybody, you should sub to Modern Mining. Rising channel, he actually passed me in subs. The dude is blowing up the algo and taking over by storm. Let's see, Rud Paul, where's my Discord message? Hey, Panda, I sent you like 50 Discord messages asking you like 14 questions, and you've ignored all of them. I love you, but it's cool. Let's see, I didn't realize Rigel was in UAE. I thought he was in Eastern Europe, but I think all the devs are in Eastern Europe. So there's that. Let's see, what time is it? It is 1:18. We've got about 30 minutes left. I'm only gonna go till 1:45 as I got some stuff to do. Modern Mining says, I'm giving you a big shout out in my next video, by the way. Thank you very much, Modern Mining. I appreciate it. Actually, you got to teach me how you're doing your algorithm voodoo. Look at this, guys. Look at Modern Mining's YouTube channel. This dude is killing it. He's getting a ton of views, and he's doing the work. And he's gonna hit 6K subs really soon. You guys should give him a sub. I'm sure you already all subbed to him, but this guy is crushing it. Look at this. Look at this guy. He crossed 5K, and he's getting amazing views on his videos. Look at this guy. He's a rock star. Go give him some subs if you haven't already. Let's see. Yeah, Panda, check your DMs. Questions I have. Austin says I have 1 million RXD still. Oh my goodness, Ruxton. I am so sorry for you. I have my RXD bag. I have this much RXD, and it makes me sad to think about. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nope, not that much. That much. I've got about 95. I've got about 950,000 RXD. So like, it used to be worth a lot more. That makes me sad. Oh, hey, look, someone appeared in my DMs. A wild panda approached in my DMs. Panda, scroll up in your DMs. I asked you like 6 questions. If you could answer them, I would love you very much, Panda. And Panda, you should give me an easier way to get a hold of you than bothering you on DMs. Thank you. What other bags of coins do you... Wow, hold on. RXD went up 20%? Well, that's cool. So it's almost borderline worthless. Neat. Modern Mining, be thankful you weren't mining in the super bear market. I did this. These are the 2 coins I mined, right? You want to see my successes? There were like 3 months time where this is all I mined. I mined Conflux and I mined RXD. And time will tell if I'm a dummy for having mined these for so long. So we'll see. We'll see. What is the RXD hash rate right now? We're totally getting off base for the GPUs, but if you guys don't want to talk about GPUs, I'm not going to force the conversation. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about, because that's what we do here at Cruteman Tech and Mining. And sorry, I'm having gas issues today. Jesus. I've got a pretty sweet announcement for you guys. Just having to do with my channel. Oh, mining pool stats. You suck. Coming in probably a week or 2, so stand by for that. The RXD hash rate. No, this is Caspa hash rate. Where's RXD? Why did it go back? RXD. I want to see your hash rate. Let's see. Can I solo mine RXD again? Yeah, no, that died fast. So, let's see. The last month, RXD tanked in hash rate for like a day? A day it tanked. And then it doubled. Over doubled again. So we were at 83.41 terahash on August 28th. And then, let me move this so you guys can see it. And then we went up to 290 terahash on September 3rd. And then back down. And we're not doing anything with the entity. All Monitors says RXD is trash. Modern Mining, my RXD bag is $50. You'll be all right, buddy. You're doing better off than me. Zapirate says Red Panda Mining requires payment. You know the preferred currency, Nuggets and Radeon 7s. So I have an AMD GPU mining video coming up, and I'm trying to find someone who either wants to sell me cheap MI50s or cheap BC 160s. I need like three of any combination of them. I need three more. I need three more HBM2 AMD GPUs, Radeon 7s, MI50s, or BC 160s. I need three more for this video I'm doing. Techman TV, Crewman, you have a 9900X yet? Coupled with a 3090 Ti. It's nice. So I have my gaming rig is a 7800X 3D with a 4090, if that's what you mean. But if you're talking salad, I'm sure it's great. GM Zombie, man, I just keep my hash right on Zealous and Yoxa. Zealous is doing pretty decent, actually. I wish there was a way to check out the hash rate properly of Zealous. Mining pool stats. Let's look at Zealous. Can we check the hash rate of Zealous on here yet? I guess you kind of can. Maybe did FPGAs get on the Zealous train? Because I don't know if this is right, but Zealous just doubled in hash rate in a day. Somebody tell me if I'm on off my rocker, or if maybe the entity got on Zealous, because then we'll go to version 3. Panda says pass me all the Radeon 7s. Bah. Question: if you could buy an ASIC miner for RXD, what hash rate would you want to have? Well, I would want an ASIC for RXD, but for obviously biased reasons, because then my bag of RXD hopefully moons, and hopefully I can dump it. So that's why I would want that. But I actually do think RXD is the next ASIC. We'll see. I think it would be smart if we had a situation where like we had a big RXD ASIC and a small one hit the market at the same time. So you wouldn't get that unfortunate $10,000 AL Box 1, because whether or not we all screamed from the heavens not to buy it, and newsflash, I work with Gold Shell and they sponsor me on some stuff. So I'm biased, and I'm still being honest. Nobody in their right mind should have bought the AL box for $10,000. Now, if lithium price appreciates to where we hope it will, they'll end up being fine. But like, that was a real big risk. Let's see. What did catching up? Did Ice River respond about the 10KS0 Ultras to Panda? They said not at this time, so I'm buying them myself. You're the man, Panda. You are the man. I actually have to send in some stuff to Ice River for some of my reviews I did. So I'm going to do that later. Michael Cartwright, GM/A Cryptoverse Denizens. Oh, I think he's saying good morning, afternoon. I can't believe I didn't realize that. We got 34 people in here. Smash that like button, guys. I really appreciate it. We're going for another 25 minutes. And then, you know what's going to happen out in 25 minutes? Our boy Red Panda Mining is going to stream, right, Panda? Right. Let's see. So, how much would I pay for such a miner, though? An RXD miner? I would probably pay, like, depending on how early it was, I would probably pay like $1,000, like the AL1 and AL0 kind of range. Oh, and by the way, for anyone trying to use my code at Ice River, it's actually KR00. It's 00TMAN. It's not KROOT. I had like 5 people send me a message saying we tried to use your Ice River code and they couldn't. So I'm gonna DM Ice River and be like, hey, people tried to use my code and they couldn't because I botched it. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Mindsome says They're talking about RxD potential miners, saying, what the potential profitability will be. And as you guys all know, miner profitability is never accurate ever. And it's important to do your own research on that, which I want to do a video on shortly, because I think a lot of people are just blindly buying miners right now and then getting mad when they get burned. So GM Zombie says hash rate on Zealous is between 5.3 and 7.3 gigahash. Well, this is Zealous, right? No, this is RX. No, this is Zealous. It's weird. I wonder why it fluctuates so much. Let's see. They're talking about the RXD ASIC still. They're saying $600. Shop takes $200, and you still have to pay for shipping and import tax, so $1,000 all in. Yeah, that probably sounds about right if they're talking about potential RXD ASIC. And just like what I said, for like something like the ALLLL or like the KS0, something like that. And for $1,000, you should make your money back. But it's just a question of how much the ASIC company is going to make. Because I think these ASIC companies are shooting themselves in the foot with their current pricing. Sorry, I got to check my phone in case I have work messages. It's fun when you're trying to work two jobs at the same time. So yeah. Let's see, what else are we talking about? I know they're talking in the chat. They're talking about an RXD ASIC. We were just looking at the Zell hash rate. Let's see. Don't you love in the part of the stream when you're kind of running out of stuff to talk about? But actually, Solo Gang, Sadie says. Sadie, thanks for that, please. And Panda, I'm gonna send you a DM in a little bit. So soloing. Let's see if there's anything that's possible to solo right now. I was actually thinking about Nexa, because I want to see what I don't even know what the block reward is on Nexa, but I want to see what the hash rate looks like. Oh my goodness. So the network hash rate of Nexa at its all-time high was 23 terahash, right? And now we're down to 5 terahash. We are literally at like the second week of Nexa mining. Think it's time to put the 1660 supers on Nexa to solo. That'll get views. Maybe I'm going to do that. That might be interesting. Alaric, what's going on, dude? Let's see. Nexa is dead money. Why do you think that, IOTEP? I really think Nexa is going to end up on an ASIC. Like they've talked about how their goal was to be on an ASIC, and I hope they're not dead money, as I have a lot of Nexa. But if I did solo mine it and I hit blocks, I'd probably sell those blocks. I don't think I'd hold them. Jersey Jedi says, I was mining Netto coin solo for a bit, getting great block rewards, but then at the end, what? I don't understand what you're saying. Retrotech Mike says BTC greater than BCH greater than Nexa. Well, yeah, and like I said, I'm holding a bag of Nexa for the super long term. I'm banking on it going big, and if it doesn't go big, I guess we're all right. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I think we'll be all right. But I don't know. You guys got any other coins I could solo with it? I could with my 1660 rig because it's super efficient. I could solo. What other coins? I mean, I guess I could try to solo Ergo, right? Ergo's network hash rate is in the gutter, and maybe I could BIOS mod them to get more hash rate, although I think it's all about efficiency with solo mining. Let's look. All Motor says Nexa A6 look promising. I want Nexa A6. I wonder if Nexa is going to be after RXD or before. I had to talk with Son of a Tech about that a while ago. What is this? We're on Ergo hash rate. Ergo hash rate is at like really low. Ergo hash rate is lower than pre-merge. Ergo hash rate is at like it's like 2021 numbers right now. The day, let's see, the day BitPay releases VTC, it's all over. I don't know what VTC is. RXD daily emissions is 6.48 thousand. That's really bad. Sadie says Novos hitting well today. What is it, Sadie? What's a block of Novos? And how easy is it to hit it? Let's go look at Novos. I haven't seen that coin in a while. Novo. Is it Novo or is it Novos? Because if it's Novo, yeah, that looks really terrible. I don't think it's this one. Maybe it is. I don't know. Iotep says, have you heard the ASIC plan from Nexa? They want to put an FPGA on the node. How are you going to have an FPGA or ASIC on the node in a data center? Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't even understand why. What? How would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. I don't even understand how they would do that. I just thought they were trying to transition to ASICs as fast as possible. That's crazy. FPGAs are built for servers. Retrotech Mike says. And yeah, that's fair. I don't understand why they I mean I know they want to go from GPUs to FPGAs to ASICs. It just doesn't make any sense. That's just wild and weird. Wild and weird to me. All right, we're going to go for 10 more minutes. So tell me, excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Jeez. We're going to go for 10 more minutes. So tell me what you want to talk about for those 10 minutes. I do want to check one thing. I am curious. We're going to go to ASICs real quick. What can you get a KS0 Ultra on eBay for right now? Let's see. 250, 279. Man, if you were like an ASIC reseller, you probably got burned real bad on these ice rivers. 167, 289, 170, 300, 226. Whoa. Some of these are not good. Yeah, I don't know how you're selling pros and non-ultras. I had a shot to sell my pros for like 400 each. And I was really dumb and didn't do it. Or not pros, my regulars. I should have taken advantage of it, and I didn't. I was stupid. So now one of them is going to be an ornament in my mining shed. One is going to do solo mining for videos. And the other one, I think I might move to my office as like a heater. Like a heater that maybe can win something. How are your ALLLs doing? Okay, I have one ALLL and I will tell you how it's doing. My ALLL, which is on Viper, by the way, it's currently making estimated 386 or $3.86 a day. 300, right? $3.86 a day it's making. My actual earnings, since I've turned this thing on, I had it on for a little over a week. I was on the review batch, so I did get mine before a lot of people. I've made $40 so far, and that's not including power. So $40 in a week is what I've actually been paid out in Lithium. 21.8 Lithium in non-fiat value. Frogman, am I gonna sell my KS0s? Someone gives me a decent offer that's somewhat worth my time, I'd sell you a KS0. I'm going to keep one for sure, but I'd sell one or two of them. They're 160 overclocked, and they have the laptop brick. So give me like a halfway decent offer, or trade me one for a 1080 Ti, as I need a 1080 Ti, or a 2080 Super. Trade me one for either one of those GPUs. I'll do it. I'm down with that. RXD has layer 2 tokens, which some people seem to like. That's always true. KS0 Ultra is the price of a doorstop. So to be fair, the KS0 Ultra can kind of hit blocks solo mining, and I'm going to start solo mining on mine probably in about a few days. I'm going to start solo mining on it, and I want to track it. So like you kind of look at it as the same thing as maybe buying like one of those Bidax miners. If you look at those Bidax miners from Decentral Tech, no, I don't want. If you look at these Bidax miners from here, they're like similar. I mean, they're a little bit more money, but they're basically solo miners. I mean, they're toys, really. They're fun, but they're like toys, right? So, like, if you buy now, the prices are obviously in CAD, but if you buy the full kit in black and you get the North America power supply, it's like $200 for a Nerd Axe. So it's very similar. Now, obviously, you have more chance of making money. You will make more money on a block on Bitcoin, a lot more, but that's basically a non-existent chance. And with the KS0 Ultra, right? If we go to Ice River, you just go to iceriver.io. Wow, they're only $129. So like they're cheaper than a Bidax. That's not the worst, right? Now remember you've got code Crewman, right? For 1.5% off. Let's see. Motor Miner, can't wait for mine to get here. The reseller shipments are really slow. I heard that. I heard that no resellers have gotten their miners out yet. I heard that Jingle Mining might have shipped, but I can't confirm it. Retrotech Mike, I've been paying 125 shipped for unmodded KS0 Pros, if that helps. Yeah, like, I don't even know what I could get for my KS0 regular. I'd like to trade a 1080 Ti for it. So someone trade me a 1080 Ti for a KS0. Mine made, hey, if it makes you feel better, I made $60 with mine, or I made $30 in Caspa with mine this month. So it's been more profitable than most miners. Guard says, what would you pay for a 3080 FE? What would I pay, or what does the market say? So a 3080 FE, I would pay $300. I would not pay more than $300 for a 3080. What does the market say, though? The market for a 3080, and a Founders at that, Founders says you could probably get about 400 maybe, 400, 410 for it. Frogman says, I paid 50 from eBay. Just matches them to pay in crypto. And the KS0, what? 40s? I don't understand what you mean by that, Frogman. Let's see. Assume you will run your own node bridge if you're going to solo mine Caspa. Honestly, probably not. I don't really feel like spinning up a node for Caspa solo mining. Once I'm done this experiment, I'll probably just mine in the Caspa public pool or maybe one of the pools. I don't really think it's worth running a node on, like, the power cost it costs in my house to run a node when I could just use one of the public nodes, honestly. IOTAP says, look at sold prices. Yeah, I know I know I could look at sold prices, but I just want to see what people are listing them for. Obviously, sold prices are the real way to dictate the market. I just think it's interesting to list what they, So let's see what the sold prices are. They're less, obviously. Excuse me. Looking at like 350. Now you see some for 400, and that's the reason I like to look at prices that are for sale, because I sold like 12 2060s. I sold a few to Sadie actually, but I sold a bunch of 2060s and I listed them for like the full eBay listing price, and I sold every one of them in 2 days, and I was shocked. Sorry, KS0s. Wait, sorry, KS0s, the OG. I had to replace my keyboard. What? I still don't understand what you're saying, Frogman. And Rudd puts, cheers, buddy. What's going on? So we've got 5 minutes left. Get your last questions in for what you're interested in. Actually, let's see what KS0s are selling for on eBay. KS0. Anyway, the offer's there. If somebody wants to trade a KS0 for a 1080 Ti or any GPU, I would probably do it. As I don't really need two of mine anymore. I'm going to keep one, maybe two, but yeah. Let's see. They sold for $100. 100, 250, 250. This is nuts. 90. Damn. Maybe I'll sell my KS0 on eBay. Maybe I'll do it. That's wild. Frogman says, sorry, I'm chatting with my bank. They overpriced. Red Paul says, RX 470. Yusef Put says, what's up? Frogman, I would pay that. Well, Frogman, DM me if you want to buy some of mine. Maybe we can work something out. Yusef, I have your 100-210. I need to DM you about when I'm going to get that back to you. What is the RX? Let's see what the RX 580 is going for. 580, 8 gig. What are people paying for? Oh my god. It's actually about market. $50. I'd pay 50. If you're like looking to get into budget gaming, you can't really beat a $50 RX 580. And they're probably really easy to get too. Ultra taking 2 months to ship though. So a lot of reward reduction in 2 months. Yusef, I don't know if I can flash that BIOS, dude. I keep telling you that. So Yusef wants me to flash his 100-210 BIOS because he's got the bad one. I don't think I can. Panda says, I need to get 12 GTX 1050 Ti's. Panda, if I had 2, I'd sell you one of mine. Panda, do you want a regular? I can sell you a 1050 or send you a 1050. Panda, I'll send you a 1050 if you want it. Just a regular 1050. Let me know. DM me and I'll send you one. I need to get 3 more AMD HBM GPUs. Although, Panda, you could buy those P106s, right? I know the China resellers over there have P106 or P104s for $22. We'll trade my 980 Ti for a KS5. 980 Ti might be worth more. That's wild to me. Let's see. OEM 1050s are only 2 gigabyte. Wait, Panda, are you trying to get these for Vertcoin? Is it Vertcoin? What's the coin that you want the 1050 Ti's for? It's that one that the 4 gigabyte ones work on. Yusef, Husat making $3 now? What's going on with Husat? Let's look at the price. Husat. I've got a big bag of Husat. It went up 41%, but I don't know if it's making that much. I've got a big bag of it that I got conned into mining a few weeks ago. So now I want to see what it's worth. Balances. Let's see what my bag of Husat is worth. 72 cents. No, I don't think it's making that much. It was always my dream to build a 1050 Ti rig. That's cool. It's my dream to get a working Radeon 7 to game on. So I get it. I would build a Radeon 7 gaming PC. So I totally get it. Red Panda mining in 2017. I had a 6X GT 1030 rig. That's amazing. That's amazing. Panda, I'd give you my 1080 Ti if I didn't, or 1050 Ti if I didn't need it for content. Neuromorpheus. What's up? Hash rate says $3 on a 4090. Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy that. Let's go look at the Husat mine network hash rate. And I'm sure Pyrum coins are almost all dead. I'm going to go after we talk about this, though, because I'm actually running out of gas pretty fast. The Husat hash rate has gone up. In the last month, it went from August 5th at 13 terahash. It did that big spike with the entity. And now we're at 46 terahash. So it's up quite a bit. Driver support is horrible. The games don't even render correctly on a Radeon 7. Don't kill my dreams, a pirate. Do not kill my dream. Alright, guys, that's it for me. I'm yawning. I'm beat. I got some stuff I got to do, and I got to get this video ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's video, sneak peek for everybody on the stream, will be going over GPU prices. I want to do a bigger deep dive on it, so maybe it'll help people out. And then we've got some fun content. Like I said, I got a big announcement coming in a few days. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being on stream with me. Panda is coming on stream soon, right, Panda? Right, Panda? Thank you guys again for watching. please make sure you smash that like and sub button. It would mean a lot to me if you do that. I really, really appreciate it. Frogman, DM me if you want. Jockminer, you're welcome for the stream. Thank you for everybody who joined the stream. We had 28 people, 28 to 35 people. That was great. Looks like Panda's going on stream now. Panda, DM me later. I've got those questions for you. Thank you guys for watching. Happy hashing. Please like and subscribe and go check out the godfather of YouTube channel mining. Well, the second godfather. BBT is number 1. Red Panda Mining. He's going live now. Peace, guys. Later. I'll see you Friday maybe.